You talk to people, say, I can't even pray. So how do you have thousands of people showing their love for Prophet if one man can't even get up to pray? How do you get hundreds of men to support, to come and to build, thousands to put out articles online when one man can't even get up to pray? Why? Because this is love and madad. That's why when we call the prayer, what's your response? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Why? Because if madad doesn't come to you, if you hear that azan you still won't pray. Then you think you're clever and I'm not going to go to zikr. There's no, Allah's not calling you to go to zikr. Don't be so clever for yourself. Give the credit where the credit is due. Everything is by Allah's will. When Allah calls, we respond and we showed up. When Allah loves, ajran azim, you're giving you, do this, do that, do this, do that. A line of barakah and He lets you cut it in front and go get that barakah. I don't want it for that, I want it for you. And receiving barakah after barakah after barakah, and then people are astonished, how so much is happening like that? Well, because this is the proof of the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. Without that love you can't get up to pray. You can't do anything, not for Allah, not for His Rasul and not for yourself. How is it someone else can motivate thousands to do? Why? Because the love of Sayyidina Muhammad is the energy force. When you teach people, if you want Allah's love, come to the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. Do like this, do like this, do like this. They feel the energy coming. And as a result, Prophet inspiring within their hearts, then follow him and listen. They follow, they feel more energy. They follow, they have more himmah. Call comes out, say, get the trees. Everybody jumped on the trees. Put out the articles, put out the nasheeds, put out this, put out that, and they do it, and Prophet sends more love, more energy. It's a qudra, it's the power of the himmah. It's that very power that's needed in the last days as the earth becomes darker and darker. This is not a time in which people are finding themselves overwhelmed with energy to do in Allah's way. They're leaving. They're putting markings all over their body. They're taking all their those shaitanic influencers who came, we described the influence. Why shaitan calls them influencers, social media influencers. Why? Because they lead. What Pied Piper took everybody like rats off the edge of a cliff? You follow that social media influencer, they're not following the love of Prophet showing too much of their whatever they want to show. And what happens? All of a sudden they take off their Islam and 10,000, 20,000 are behind them saying, oh, why'd you do that? Then they take off their Islam and they took everybody over the cliff. And that's all that shaitan wanted from. So there are not people rushing for this reality, but those whom follow the way of the heavens, follow this love for Sayyidina Muhammad, follow the beatific nature of this reality, they open that door and day by day Allah is expanding their universe, their paradises, their realities. Within that is an infinite ocean of immense realities. This is the power, this is the power of the last days, this is the reality of Ishraqiyun.